Hey guys, my name is Brian and I'm going over a bunch of Prime Day deals. I wasn't going to, normally Prime Day deals are not the best, but I was kind of perusing, looking around for stuff for myself and found, wow, there's a decent amount of deals. So I figured, you know what, let me make a quick video and just see what's out there, like what can we get. So I just added a bunch of stuff to my cart, $19,000 worth of stuff. And I just wanted to go over it with you guys real quick. I'm going to have links in the description below for most of the stuff, not all of it. It's going to take a long time, and it's really wanted to go through and help you guys out and see if there's anything. So if you want something with tech or gaming, this is going to be the spot. Share the video, comment below if you found anything else for other people, you know what I mean? If you want to help someone out and you found a really good deal, leave a link in the comments below so that people can find their best deals. I'm going to start with gaming because gaming is a little bit thin. There's nothing on PS5 Pro unless you're looking for something like a renewed thing or anything like that. PS5, Xbox, none of those things are really kind of going right now, and there isn't a lot of stuff going on for Xbox. I mean, they just recently increased the pricing for all of their devices from just about $800 for a 2 terabyte Xbox Series X, which is a little crazy. So I just don't recommend it. Just wait if you're looking for an Xbox or something like that. Wait for the games to come out on PS5. And not only that, but their games, their Game Passes went up from $20 to $30. This is insane. This is insane. So we're looking at PS5 right now. So God of War Ragnarok, that's $30. A little bit older game. You can get that on, I believe, PC as well, but it's a great game, so go ahead and check it out. Split Fiction just came out earlier this year, I believe February or March of this year, and it is a Game of the Year contender. 20% off. It's going from $50 to $40, so that's a great buy. Last of Us Part 2, that's a great game, remastered. I loved it. The story is a little bit contentious. Not everyone loves the story, but the gameplay is amazing. I love the story. That was pretty good, but and that's $30 right now. Horizon Forbidden West. The story is not the best, but the gameplay is absolutely phenomenal. I loved it. Check it out, $30. Warhammer 40K, another one, $30, 50% off. It's a great game. Very bloody, you know, if you love just fighting aliens and exploding them, doing stuff like that, check it out. Final Fantasy Rebirth with the Amazon exclusive, so that comes with a couple of things as well. So that's a really great game. Check it out, $35. That's as good as what you would find on something like Woot.com, which is a great website. Go ahead, check it out. And then you have some gaming monitors. So you have the LG 27-inch OLED, 40 hertz with 1440p. So that's kind of like the sweet spot, so you can get high frame rate, high fidelity, and then it's also OLED, so that's the best display technology by a large margin, and then has a really low response rate, which is what you want. You want it to respond really fast, so you can get your flick shots in Overwatch or Valorant or Call of Duty, whatever it is that you play. So that's a pretty great monitor. So go ahead and check it out. So you also have the Asus GeForce RTX 5070. That's 20% off. I don't follow PC gaming too much, but that I know is a pretty good deal. So if you want to go ahead and check it out, and that's a sweet spot for gaming cards. You want somewhere between a 570 and 580 if you can afford it, but those you're getting up to about $1,000 for a 5080. So a 5070, I think it's going to be a really great card. Check it out, 12 gigs of RAM is going to be plenty. Yeah, and then to support your console addiction, we have some great TVs here. Here we have the LG C5, and I recently did some stats on the LG OLED TVs, and apparently the C series is the best-selling OLED TV. It accounts for, I believe, it's 80 to 85% of the market. So if you wanted to resell your TV or something like that, or you want a good old faithful and reliable, you're looking at the LG C5, 65-inch, and this is $1,300, 50% off. That's really crazy, $1,300. And then if you're looking at the G5, off the top of my head, I believe it was $2,400. It's brighter, comes with a wall mount, and it comes flush. That's actually the TV right behind me right there. So go ahead and check that out if that's something what you wanted. But if you want nothing but the best gaming experience when it comes to single player games, you don't play multiplayer, go ahead and check out the Sony Bravia 8. This is a cinema masterpiece. It makes every game look great, every TV show look great. I watch a lot of old shows like The Fresh Prince, Tool Time, Seinfeld, stuff like that, The Office. And it makes everything look absolutely amazing. Now, this is a big difference between the Sony Bravia 8 Mark II and Mark I is the QD OLED technology. The Mark II has it, and the Mark I, its previous generation, does not. So definitely lean toward the Mark II. If not, then just get a C5 or the Samsung S95 90F or the 90F. I recommend the 90F because it has a glossy display, and so you're not going to have any matte issues and stuff like that, and that kind of makes the image look a little bit less sharp and not as saturated in color. It kind of dims display a little bit. So, but it's better for bright rooms. So if you have a really bright room with lots of windows like we do here, then that might be a better TV for you. I don't trust Samsung. I'm not a big fan of them as a company and the reliability, but people swear by the TV, so take it with a grain of salt. But that's $1,600 down from $1,900, 20% off. That's not bad, and it'll arrive if you're in the Northeast tomorrow. So these things are coming fast. And now, if you want to up your sound system, I have the Sonos Air system. I have a Sonos Arc here, the first generation. This here is the Arc Ultra. It has a sub built into it. That sounds really, really good. People love it. So if you're in a condo or an apartment, or you just want to put it in a bedroom or something like that, just don't want to bother with a sub, or just don't care for a sub, that's probably the best sound bar that you can get. And so for $900, that's not bad. It's still pricey. It's a lot of money. But if you just want to one and done it and they have it sound great and not really think about setup and this, that, and the third, and Sonos is a great company, go ahead and check it out. I know they had some controversies with their application, but they have since fixed it then. You also have the Sonos Era 300s, which are great sounding speakers. I couldn't really afford them at the time, so I returned them, but they sound great. And I opted for the Sonos Era's 100s instead. All of these support Alexa and Google Assistant, not Siri. Siri's pretty garbage right now, so that doesn't really matter, but it does support those assistants. And you can like stream, if you have Apple Music, you can stream lossless. I'm not sure about Spotify. I know they recently supported lossless. I don't know if they supported through Sonos, but I know with Apple Music, it was an update and you can, and it sounds amazing. So go ahead and check that out. Now we're going to Apple products. We're gonna go ahead and check that out. Oh yeah, that's right. So you have Assassin's Creed right here, $45. That's a little bit controversial whether or not it's a great game. I want to wait until it's about $30, maybe even $25 before I pick it up, but it's there, $45. Go ahead and check it out. And you also have the Apple Air Pro 2. And now I know the third generation just came out, but the thing with the third generation is that it's not that different. It sounds better, has better noise cancellation, and it has a heartbeat monitor. But aside from that, it's pretty much the same thing. So if you want to save a little bit of money, it's not the lowest it'd probably go. I would bet that on Black Friday, it'd probably go down to about 140, 135, because these are the outgoing generation. But if you need them now and yours are broken or something like that, you know, check them out. 170 is pretty good. Then you also have Apple Watch Series 10, which is, again, almost exactly the same as the Series 11, which is the latest generation. So I would just opt for something like this. 28% off. And if you don't know, I used to work in the Apple store. 28% off is officially more than what you can get a discount as an employee of Apple, which is about 25%. So that's really, really good. And then if you have, you know, the Amazon Prime card, you can get a 5% on top of that. So you're looking at 3% off. That's really great. So check it out. Also, you have iPad, the 11-inch. This is the latest one. I don't know if they're going to update it. There's a rumored event coming in a couple of weeks that might update iPads and Macs. But if you don't care about the latest and the greatest, and I don't think physically it's going to change anything, it's just going to be an updated chip, you can save some good money here. 20% off. Apple iPad 11-inch, the A16. This is a great buy, man. $270, man, that's a great discount. 128 gigs, get them all these colors. I mean, this is just a go-to. You get a case, throw it in your house, and let it be the family iPad. And to sharing is caring, right, guys? So check it out. This is the iPad Air. I don't recommend the Pro. It is on sale. 10%, but it's just not worth it. $900 for 11-inch. It's just not worth it unless you're doing some kind of pro work on it that's more artistically inclined. We're talking drawing, designing, stuff like that. And even in that, I'm a designer and I just try to find a use for it and I couldn't. So I eventually had just sold it. I can just draw on paper and save $900 or save $400 and go for the Air. And the Air is almost exactly the same. It now has a laminated display, all that stuff. So it's pretty much the same. It doesn't have the 120 hertz, I believe. Let me just double check. Yeah, there's no promotion. So if like you wanted the promotion, and does that make a difference for drawing? It does. It responds better, faster, feels more native, like real paper. But again, you're spending $400 for that. So is that worth that? No, just get the Air. And then you have the regular AirPods 4, which is going down for, I believe, 120 to 90. And if you wanted the ones with active noise cancellation, meaning you use this only software to try to block out some of that noise, that's 120 down from 179, I believe. So that's a really great price, actually, now that I think about it. Yeah, 120 from 179, yeah, and 130. So yeah, that's a really great price. Mac is probably where it's hitting it the hardest. There's a lot going on here. If you're looking at the MacBook Air M4, and this is, I mean, by far the best laptop that you can get for the money. And not only that, it's incredibly fast. I mean, you can do intro video editing on this, designing, stuff like that. If you want to get started in a field of design, or Figma, if you want to do UX, UI, if you want to do photography, if you want to do all this stuff, if you want to get started, don't want to put a lot of money, yeah, this is it, man. $950 included with Apple Care, which is really great. 21%, almost what you get at an Apple store if you're working there, right? But if you didn't want Apple Care, and you can do it through like Apple One, that's what I do. I pay $20 a month, and I cover 3 devices for $20. You can get it for $800. That's insane. $60 a month. And that's with a 5% discount if you have the Amazon Prime card. You can get it in all these colors, you know, blue light, and starlight, excuse me, and silver and midnight. So my wife works off of this. She's a school teacher, and she absolutely loves it. All day battery life. She charges it once a day and uses it literally all day off the charger. You also have a MacBook Pro M4, which is what I have here. This is the baseline though, and this is a great device. 512 gigs of RAM. M4 Pro, 12 core CPU, 16 core GPU. Do you need it? Probably not, but if you wanted something like this, 10% off, that's not bad. There are better deals out there, to be honest. I've seen deals going up to like 25%. I actually was able to get this one, which is $3,600, and I got it for $200. So video in the description below. I'm gonna have that out soon, so go ahead and check it out. But I got this one for $200, which is not bad. That's a great deal. Like my wife would say, just great deals all around. And if you're not a big fan of Apple, of course, you have Pixel lineup. The Pixel lineup is pretty good, but it's a little sketchy when it comes to reliability. Last year, I believe with the 9A or the 9, they had to cut the battery in half, or the 8A, they had to cut the battery in half because they were having issues. So with a software update, they literally limited the battery through software by 50%. So it's like, do I want to get into Google and all of that stuff? And they have the Google Pixel 10 here. They also have the 10 Pro. That was 20% off, so it was going down from about 1,000 to 800 with 128 gigs. It's not. The iPhone 17, which is the latest and the greatest, just came out, and that's 256 gigs for the same price of $800. So I just, you know, it's a great phone. I love the software. I love the performance. This is really about reliability for me and how long these chips last. I mean, there's a lot of controversy around their reliability and longevity, and Google as a company really backing these devices up. And so this, you know, be wary. I think Samsung's worse. More people buy Samsung, so maybe you won't fall through the cracks. Maybe a battery won't explode on you or something like that. But I don't usually recommend Samsung. Google's probably going to be the best bet if you're going with Android. And of course, if you just want the best phone, it is an iPhone right now. I'm not an Apple fanboy, but I am a fanboy of the best products, and it's just the best product right now. So if you want an iPhone 17, that is the best phone to get. Amazon Eero Pro, this is Wi-Fi. I use it. I use actually the 6E right here, and I get Wi-Fi from my backyard. I have kind of a small house, about 1,300 square feet, nothing too big, but I have a huge yard and have a huge, and I get Wi-Fi all the way to the back of my yard, and in my car, in my driveway, in the street. It's really, really great. So I have 2 of these. $150 down from $250. That's really, really great. 30% off. This is an Amazon backed product as well, so if you want to check that out. Yeah, so a lot of deals. Nothing beyond this. I mean, I look around. If you guys find anything else in the comments, well, just leave it, man. Just help your fellow YouTubers and YouTube watchers down there. It helped them find a great deal. Like, this is a really great deal. The Anker Nano, if you wanted like a portable fast charger or something like that, I believe this 45 watts. That's really, really great. So if you want to keep one in your bag, your car, or your place of work or something like that, 20 bucks, that's not bad. I've been using Anker for years and years, screen protectors, cables, all that stuff. So check them out. I love them, but 20%, that's not bad. DJI Mic 2, I'm using a Mic 3 right now. This is normally $350 or something like that. I don't know if this is discounted any more than it usually is because the 3 just came out. So I don't know if it's normally like $320 and the other one's $330 or something like that. I don't know. But right now it is on sale and does say Prime Day. I take that with a grain of salt because normally you do see that. It's 23% off. So if you want to check that out, go ahead, check it out. I'm going to leave links to a lot of stuff, not everything. I just don't simply think everything is worth having a link for. But go ahead, look around. There's some good stuff out here. The Logitech, yeah, Pro 2 gaming wireless mouse. I have this. I actually have the Pro. Yeah, I have the Pro 2. This is a really great mouse. $150, $109. That's not bad. The lowest price in 30 days. Amazon is saying 27% off. I love Logitech. It works on Mac. It works on PC. And people will say, hey, this is a gaming mouse. But I use it for productivity work. Honestly, it's a really light mouse and I have a little bit of carpal tunnel in my hand. So because it's so light, I actually don't feel it when I'm using it and it doesn't hurt my hands. So if you guys want to check it out, 109. It has some software where we can adjust the buttons on the left and the right side of the mouse and you can customize them to whatever you want. So I use it in video editing to do certain things. So it's really cool. You can just macro them and whatever. So if you want to check that out, super lightweight mouse. Really, really great, really fast, really accurate. And if you game, it's one of the best, if not the best, gaming mouse out there. So, I mean, that's it for the video. I know it's a long video. I wanted to help you guys out as much as I could. I didn't plan to make this video today. It's not going to be too much editing, probably no music or anything like that. So, just share, comment, like, help others out there. Just, you know, if you find a really great deal or something like that, just help them out, you know. Subscribe. I'm a small channel. I'm going to be posting more consistently than I have been in the past. I've had some issues with laptops and this, that, and the third, which is why I haven't posted over the last week and a half. But content is coming, so subscribe, share, like, comment, do all the things that you do for your favorite content creators. My name is Ren. Thank you for watching End User, and I'll see you guys right here next time on End User. Peace.